Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So for my first video, I decided to answer 21 questions because I do go 21 soon. When I upload this video, I will be 21. So I just decided to do something fun and cute. First question is, where did you grow up and where do you currently live? I grew up in Bermuda, as you can see by the flag in the back, and for the past 5 years I have been in Canada for boarding school and I am currently in university. How many siblings do you have? Oh god. I only have a twin, and that's probably the only sibling God knew that I can handle or deal with, but I love him. He's my best friend. What are your top 3 goals for the upcoming year? I would say my first goal is to give back to the community however way I can. Community service, volunteering for different things. My second goal would be to read more. I read now, but I would want to at least finish like a couple books throughout the year, or like every month. Like a goal would be to finish a new book or something, or every other month. And my third goal would be to put myself first. Do you have any bad habits? Okay, one really bad habit that I do have is that if I'm in the middle of a conversation with somebody, my mind would just wander. Like I get distracted really fast, so I try to, when I have exams and assignments, I try to isolate myself so that I can really focus, because if not, it's just everywhere. But that's probably the one thing that I would say. What is the biggest struggle you overcame? The biggest struggle I overcame had to be heartbreak. I went through a breakup, I want to say 2 years ago now. Yeah, 2 years ago now, and how the situation happened, I was just in complete shock. And then for like the past 2 years, I was just depressed. I gained weight, but it doesn't really faze me anymore because I'm glad I went through that so that I could come out in the end even better. What is your favorite color? My favorite colors are yellow, pink, and blue. First person you call when something horrible or exciting happens? I think that would have to be my mom. Yeah, it would definitely have to be my mom, because I literally talk to her like every day, message every day, every morning, like it's an everyday thing. Like she's really my best friend. Who was your first best friend? I would have to say my brother, because we were literally in the room together, but my first best friend, till this day, would have to be Ty. Who is the best teacher you have ever had? When I was at my boarding school, I had an English teacher named Miss Holland, so shout out to Miss Holland if you're watching. She was really there for me for my whole, I think it was 3 years at my high school. She was also my advisor too, so that really helped a lot. In high school, what was your favorite subject and your worst subject? My favorite subject would have to be geo. I mean, it doesn't seem like it, like my classmates would think otherwise, because if I didn't like the activity that we was doing that day, I would just sit myself out. I'll probably track the score, but if I wasn't feeling it, I'm sorry, I wouldn't participate. So shout out to Mr. Radford for always sticking by my side and pushing me. And I actually passed gym, so shout out to that. My worst subject would have to be math. We're not even gonna talk about it. What year was you born? I was born in 1998. What is your biggest regret? Regret would be before I left to go to my boarding school, I was dating somebody at the time. And I don't remember the situation, I don't remember what happened, or I don't remember. But he had messaged me and told me to meet him at his house because he had to explain something, or he was gonna explain to me I don't know what, but I don't remember. But I never went. I never went. And I don't think it was anything bad, but I wasn't understanding something, and then it was just like, you understand, like you knew me, and I was just like, but anyways, I never went to his house, and I do regret that. But yeah, what is the most important thing in your life? The most important thing in my life would have to be my family and my friends, because that is my support system. When I am down, I know I could count on them. Like, they always bring me back, you know, to the regular me, and you know, they humble me. Especially my brother and my best friend Zakil, they really do humble me. Because, you know, sometimes I'll be going through it and I'm like, you know what, let me just online shop, or let me just, you know, buy a new iPhone. And the other day I asked my brother, I was like, should I get the new iPhone? Because I had just got a new phone because I lost my other phone. That's another story. But I asked him, I was like, should I get the new phone? And he was like, with what money? And I was like, ooh, okay, I see you, like, you know? So yeah, I would have to say that's the most important thing. What inspires you? I feel like a lot of things inspire me. Like, it's not really one specific thing. Like, if I'm back home in Bermuda and I'll just be sitting by the water, you know, just reflecting or whatever, I'll look at the sunset, and then I don't know, like it's this way for me. Like, this is what works for me. Like, even if it's career wise, you know, like even if it deals with like life in general. Like, I remember one day during the summer, I was sitting on a dock actually by the water with my friend, and I was just looking at the sunset, and I was just like, wow, like this is a really good eyeshadow look. And I did it the next day, and it was just bomb. Like, it's just crazy. Like, some things just pop out at me, and I'm just like, whoa. Like, I just get really inspired, and then I just go from there. So just like my family and my friends, again, like seeing them happy doing what they're passionate about makes me just want to achieve, like, you know, so much. What is your favorite food? It should be, what is your favorite list of food? Because I couldn't just settle for one item, but I would have to say pizza. Pizza or french fries. That's it. Oh, I am obsessed with tuna fish. I know, it may seem weird, you're like, what? But like, if you make it right, it's bomb. Like, oh my god. Fish sandwiches. Oh my god, I can't. Okay, let me stop, because now I'm gonna get hungry. Who is your favorite artist? I would have to say my favorite artist is Ariana Grande and Nicki Minaj. They both put me in like different moods. Like, I listen to Ari when I'm just like, you know, doing my makeup, or like, you know, just anything. But like, I listen to Nicki because like if I have assignments due for class, or you know, if I'm just running behind on something, I listen to her, and it's just like, you know what, she's right. Like, you just gotta do what you gotta do. What is your favorite time of the day? Okay. It used to be nighttime, just because I love the thought of my bed, but I don't know, I've really been feeling mornings now. I get up every day at 7 o'clock, I go to the gym, you know, wash the dishes, do what I have to do. If I have classes, then I go to class, and then boom. I love the thought of coming back home from class and just chilling. What are some habits, if any, held you back from achieving what you wanted the past year? I would have to say my fear of failing held me back. And you know, thoughts that pop up in my head, I allow them to take control over, you know, anything. I have always been scared of failing, and it wasn't until like the other day when I had to really, you know, think about some things, and I was just like, whoa, like this is crazy. Like, I can't keep allowing my fear to stop me from doing greatness, you know? And sometimes we don't really think about it as much like that, but because I've been holding myself back all these years just because I'm afraid of like what someone's gonna say about me, how people's gonna react, you know, like am I gonna be judged, is no one gonna like me, like, you know, just things like that you just think about. And it wasn't until the other day when I was just like, you know what, like, we just gotta do what we gotta do. So I would say that would be my fear. That's the only thing that holds me back, is me doubting myself. Do you have a tattoo? No, I do not have a tattoo. I really want a tattoo, but I don't know. Like I'm just waiting for the right. Like I have 3 tattoos that I want to get, but by the time this video comes out, I'm probably gonna have one. So if I do, I'll insert a picture. If I don't, I'm so sorry. I got your hopes up, but yeah, no, I don't have one. If you had more courage, what would you do differently in your life? If I had more courage, what would I do differently in my life? It's an interesting question. I think if I had more courage when I was younger, I would have started my YouTube channel earlier. I think I would have did that, because there have been so much times I would just sit in my room. I remember there's this one specific spot in my room. I think it was by my dresser, by my bed. I would sit there and I had like the old MacBook Pro, and I would hold it up and I'll be trying to take selfies, but the quality was so bad, so you couldn't even, you can see the colors, but like the blending and all that was just, it wasn't it, sis, I promise you. But yeah, and I would just, you know, talk to myself in the mirror and do my makeup. My mom will look here, she'd be like, are you on the phone? I'm like, no. She's like, who you talking to? I'm like, you know, like, I'm doing a tutorial, like, you know? And she'd be like, okay, and then she'll just walk out. But yeah, I practiced a lot when I was little, even up until now, and I was like, you know, like, we're just gonna do it. We've been thinking about it, putting it off for so long, so I'm glad. But other than that, I don't think I would change anything in my life, period. I feel like everything that has happened because it was teaching me to be a stronger person. So although the situations that I've been through really messed me up for a while, I'm glad that I did go through those things, because if not, then I would never figured out my worth. I would have kept settling for less, and we don't need that. We don't need that in 2020 at all. What life lessons did you learn this year? Some good questions. I would say the biggest life lesson that I did learn was realizing when people were taking advantage of me and dropping the dead weight. I think that was the main one, because I'm the type of person that if we have a friendship or a relationship, I would try my hardest to keep it going, you know, figure out what needs to work, you know, what we could change, what can, you know, do differently so that this could work. I'm that type of person. If I love you and I care about you, I will put that time and energy into it. But the people that I was doing that for, friendship-wise, relationship-wise, they weren't giving me that energy back. So it's like you want, but when it's time to give, it's like, hold up, you know, like that's not gonna happen. So I don't know, it was just dropping, you know, those type of people. I don't need that in 2020. I feel like right now I have a sturdy group of people that are there for me and care for me. So yeah, I'm just grateful, and it really also taught me to love myself and to know that it is okay to put yourself first. For a long time, I wasn't really taking care of myself, and you know, just mentally, like, it did take a toll on me. But I had to step back and say, okay, like this is not gonna work anymore. And I realized my worth. I realized that I can't keep settling for how, you know, these people are treating me, and I just had to distance myself from them. It's no bad blood, it's no hate, but it's just, I can love you from afar, but I can't do it up close, you know. So that has been a challenge, because, you know, some people you don't know, and that's the crazy thing about life, you never know how long someone's gonna stay in your life for, and that is scary. But Fran told me, I think it was yesterday, we was talking about something, and she was like, you know, like, people come in your life and it's either a blessing or a lesson. And the week before that, someone had to walk out my life due to a situation that happened, and I couldn't even be mad, because I was just like, you know, like, maybe this was a good thing. Like I'm glad this happened because the situation was just crazy. But yeah, I'm grateful, I'm blessed, and I can't wait to see what this journey brings. That is it for all of the questions. I am so happy that this video is finally going to be up, and I hope that you enjoy it. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll be right back with another video. Bye!